good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life.
So as you can see from my board, gosh, I'm going to be away for the next basically 3 weeks. And so that there's a whole lot that entails. It's quite a big thing. Like when I leave the barn, it means that I have to leave my precious babies in the care of other people. Fortunately, I'm so fortunate. I have my daughter-in-law, May, and my son, Caleb. They live here on the property. And so they step in and they're awesome. They usually do lunchtime feed for the horses while I'm at work. But yeah, they take over the whole thing. So you can see here on my board that basically what it means is that I have to do a lot of makeup lessons in the weeks before and weeks after, because I charge my lessons by the month. And so if I'm going to miss a lesson, or if a student's going to miss a lesson, then we kind of figure out and do makeups. So I have pretty busy weekends the week before and the week after. So this is my lesson schedule. And then what I'll do is I've erased the phone numbers just to protect people's privacy. But I have my emergency numbers. I have the vet, Dr. Rogers, who is awesome, by the way. Anyway, his number's there. And I know, like, if anything happens, that Caleb and I can just take a video, send it to him, and he will advise them like whether he needs to come out or doesn't need to come out, because they aren't that experienced where they would be able to make that judgment call. But he's awesome like that. And then I'll have my farrier number up here. And she's wonderful about coming out if there's an emergency. I actually have her coming on Monday. So she's going to do the horse's feet Monday. So that'll all be done. So we shouldn't need her again, but I'll have her number there. And then I have all the owners. So I'll have the owners' numbers next to their horses, so that if there is a concern or a worry, Caleb and I can just text the owner and say, hey, like, we noticed this. You might want to come out and check. And so that they can call, like, we call the vet in a case of an emergency, but we'll also we'll try and get hold of the owner first, obviously, if we can. So yeah, because it's a little bit different, when you're going like overseas, it's like not so easy. I don't have a phone, so it's only if I'm somewhere where there's Wi-Fi that they can get hold of me. Otherwise, no one can get hold of me. So that's kind of a little nerve-wracking. I have to just, and I guess in a way it's a good thing, because it makes me take like a complete mental break from the responsibility of this place. But it's still, I just feel that responsibility of leaving my babies in someone else's care, and if anything should go wrong. But anyway, Caleb and Amaya are amazing, so they're going to be fine. But yeah, this is the board. If we have an emergency, this is where they look, and hopefully that won't happen. The horses will all be fine, and it'll be smooth sailing.
Estava a viver, caminhando na vida.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get all these guys dewormed. We'll see how this little boy, although he likes to put things in his mouth, so he should be okay. So I worm 3 times a year, and we're doing the Quest Plus for the spring wormer, and then we do ivermectin in the summer, and then we do, I think it's called like the ivermectin gold or something like that. Anyway, we use three different wormers because they target different types of worms, and we only do 3 times a year, the spring, summer, and winter, because spring, summer, and fall, because honestly in the winter they're out on sacrifice paddocks, and it's not like they're going to pick up a worm load or anything, and we don't want them to build up an immunity. Yes. So anyway, so when I worm, it goes on weight, and I'd say this guy's about 1,000 pounds. So I'm going to just move the little wheel, Yes, this is for you. You're going to eat it. And hopefully you're going to be a good boy. And then usually what I do is I'll lift their head up and do it right at the back of their mouth so that they don't spit it out. I know it's nasty, but you're a good boy. Come on. You're a good boy. I just want you left a little bit on the syringe. There we go. Oh, I know. It's so bad. It's so bad. Poor baby. I'm going to take your medicine. It's all right. I know. It's nasty. It's nasty. Oh, the next thing I'm going to be doing is giving them their shots. It's really not a good day. Is it, baby shoes? Really not a good day. But yeah, got to get it all done before we head out on our adventure. Good boy. Right, so it is vaccination time. And whoop, a little bit of that air out. So what I do when I am vaccinating is I take the needle first. Hey, come on, bud. Stop. Hey. I'll take the needle first and I'll just like rub a little bit here. And you want to go in this like meaty part of the neck and then put the needle in. And then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw back, make sure there's no blood in, that you're in the muscle, and then in it goes. And then you rub it. Good boy, good boy. So we give the 5-way vaccine. It's a flu vac because our horses do go out on trail rides and they're been exposed to other horses. Hey, settle down. They've been exposed to other horses, and so the chances are that they might pick something up. Like if your horses are just staying home at your barn and never engaging or interacting with other horses, they'll probably be fine. But here at our barn, I just require that everyone once a year gives the flu vac, and it just protects the other horses in the barn. No one brings anything weird home with them. So anyway, this guy's good to go. Let me go and do Merlin and the bug. And then we are all caught up with our worming and our vaccinations. We're good to go.
Mas como até que de mato nasce uma flor, muitas vezes é da dor que vem o amor.
So this is my little whiteboard. So I have written down all the grain, what everyone gets. And it's super easy now, so Caleb and I should be fine because honestly, the horses get turned out in the morning. They don't get anything to eat in the morning. They get turned out in the morning and then they come back in late afternoon and then they just get their evening hay and grain. And the only one that is really a little bit complicated is Raven. And that's because she has no teeth. So I have to soak alfalfa pellets for her and she gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But the others, they all get like basically a flake of hay and a scoop of grain. So I'm gonna do that now. So I've thrown down hay already. So I'm just gonna collect the grain. And with it being up on the board like that, it means that, it just makes it so much easier. And then Caleb and I may know exactly what to do. So that is Hero and Aria. I have to take down for them because they have meds in their grain. So they have like little little baggies that are pre-prepared because they have medication in here. And so I don't want to throw it down because then it just flies all over the place. But the lady gets a half a scoop and a scoop of her supplement, and that goes down the hatch. And then her hay goes down. And cross the walk of death. The kids love coming up here and helping me feed because they love walking across the crazy ladders. And then Diesel just gets one scoop. His flake of hay. And Miss Pearl, she gets a scoop and supplement. I don't mind feeding supplements. Like, some people charge extra for feeding supplements, but honestly, like, how easy is that? So unless there's like multiple supplements that I have to feed, then I ask them to put it in bags. But other than that, if it's just like one scoop, it's not a big deal. And then we'll skip Miss Raven because we're gonna go down. And then Merlin is the last one. He gets a scoop and a flake of hay. Voila! It is that easy. I tell you, it's actually like so great having like this area up here where this like loft area where I can have the feed and the hay stored and I just throw it down. It's like so much easier, saves so much time than if you have to haul it along and carry it. And yeah, so it's really easy. So these guys I just have to throw down this downstairs and then we're good to go. Hey, Miss Area. Yeah. Yeah. So for Raven, basically I dish up, she gets alfalfa pellets, which look like this, and I just add water to those, and leave them to soak. And then once they've soaked up and absorbed some of the water, then I will give those to her. It's super important that you put water in them and soak them first, because otherwise they could swell inside their stomachs and cause them colic. So you just always make sure if you're feeding pelleted alfalfa or hay or anything like that, that you always just put it in water first to soak. So there we go, we're good to go. And so I bought plenty of grain for the horses, so their bins are full. Now I just have the duck food for Rigby and his girls. So they just get a half a scoop in the morning and a half a scoop in the evening. And then fresh water each day. But yeah, I just try and make sure that like we have enough feed, like everyone's set, that's gonna last for the next 3 weeks basically. So that is them, good to go. Don't look at the state of our workshop. It is a mess at the moment. Not my domain, so I cannot be held responsible. Well, this is my final job for the day. Horses all fed, tucked away for the night. Now I have a whole pile of dirty blankets, which I've got to load in my car. And then I'm going to take them to the laundromat tomorrow. So unfortunately, we do not have a washer dryer here at the barn. and our poor old washing machine up at the house cannot handle this level of disgusting, and so I have to take them to the laundromat in town. And so I do this at the end of the season always. I get it over with. It is such a pain, but anyway, I'll get them to the laundromat tomorrow, get them washed, and then pack them away in a trunk, and they'll be ready for next year. So enough procrastination, you get on with it. Well, guys, that's a wrap for this week. So the plan for next week, hopefully I will catch you up from Lisbon in Portugal, and we're going to visit the royal stables. We're going to see the horses, how the horses are trained in the traditional methods, and so I'm super excited about that. And then the week after that, we'll be down in the Algarve, which is down on the coast. And I'm hoping to take a beach ride down there and get to ride a Lusitano horse. So yeah, so we have exciting things planned for the next 2 weeks. So don't miss out. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. You'll get notifications whenever we post videos. And I'll see you in Portugal.